He asked me about the Willamette Falls. What was the importance of the falls? When Dr. McLaughlin arrived here in 1824, he arrived at Fort Astoria. And it was the only fort out here. Just imagine a small little outpost in the middle of nowhere, out in the middle of the coast, and here comes Dr. McLaughlin, his wife, a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, and they arrive at the fort. Well, in the spring, he decided that that fort was not going to be appropriate for what he wanted, and so he came down and established Fort Vancouver in 1825. From 1825 to 1830, he grew quite quickly. He hired as many French Canadians out of Canada as he could find, and by 1830 he had approximately 600 people working for him. So he'd grew quite quickly, and he put in what he called growing areas, or growing plains. Well, Dr. McLaughlin put in small gardens around each fort, but it wasn't enough to feed the mass amount of people, including not only the Hudson Bay Company, but the Americans that were coming and also the Native Americans that lived here. And so he put in what he called large plains, or grand plains. And one of those grand plains was actually right here in Oregon. It's a place that we now call Champoeg. Champoeg was about 10,000 acres of wheat. And Mr. McLaughlin hired his French Canadian retirees to go into that area and put in a 10,000 acre farm of wheat. Well, of course, you got to grind wheat into flour, and the only way you're going to be able to do that is you got to power a mill. So Oregon City, or actually the Willamette Falls, where Oregon City now sits, was a great place to put in a mill. So in 1829, Dr. McLaughlin established a wheat mill and a lumber mill here on the fort, on the falls. And on those, from that there, he put in housing for his workers, put in a trading store, a warehouse, a boat basin, and a multitude of other playthings. And around that little group of buildings grew a town that he eventually named Oregon City.